Welcome to BC Hydro Rubber Gloves 101. We are going to identify the 3 different classes of rubber gloves we use at BC Hydro, and we're also going to perform a pre-use rubber glove inspection. Alright, so in front of me here, we have the 3 levels of gloves. This yellow one over here is a class 0 glove. It's rated up to 1000 volts. It's used from 31 volts AC up to 750 volts AC, so hazardous low voltage. We've got our class 1 glove, which is good up to 7500 volts, which is used by electricians and linemen to do switching out in the field. Then we have a class 3 glove, which is good up to 26,500 volts, which is typically used by a line crew doing rubber glove work. Alright. Over on the other side here is we have our leathers that have to be worn outside of these gloves, and this glove that we can be worn inside to keep any sweat or moisture off their hands. These gloves, these leathers, have to be used in conjunction with these gloves right here. If you're thinking right now, well, what if I get a glove that's got a really long area right here? Well, we actually have rules in OSH 602 that state the rubber has to be 1 inch past, multiplied by the class of glove it is, past the top of this glove. So we've got a class 3 glove times 1, it's got to be 3 inches. We've got a class 1 glove here, and so 1 times 1, so you'd have to have 1 inch past. So you're probably thinking right now going, oh, well, what about a class 0 glove? 1 times 0, right, is, well, you guys know what the answer is. So what they have come up with is that we must have a ½ inch past of rubber glove past the outside of the leather. Alright, so those are the 3 gloves that we have at BC Hydro. What we're going to do now is we're going to perform a pre-use inspection. So, for you watching on the other side of the screen right now, you can grab the glove that you have sitting in front of you and work with me, and we'll do a pre-use inspection. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll this glove up. Okay? So what we're going to look for is any pinholes, cracks, leaking that holds air. We want to check to make sure that there's no discoloration, that it's in good shape, it's flexible, it's not brittle, it's not stiff. And then we want to check the current test due date on it. This one is not current, so we could not use this. There is no grace period on these gloves. If they've expired, they've expired. They do, on the class 1 gloves and up, they come in 2 colors. They do that because that way, when you do have it rolled up, you will see the red coming through or the yellow coming through. Alright, so we've got that gloves ready to use, or pre-use on this. Now we've got to do a pre-use on this glove. This glove, again, can only ever be used for this work. You can't go and use these gloves to go dig ditches or pound ground rods. It's strictly for this work. So you're going to check to make sure there's no holes, rips, tears, they're not oily, dirty, they're in good shape, okay? So before we go to use these gloves, any rings, anything has to come off. So I'm removing my watch and put this glove on, put this on, put this together. Alright, you could put this together without this on, that was just strictly for demonstration. So this glove is ready to be used. Alright, so if you have any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to call us here at the Trades Training Center.